What's good, y'all? Sorry if you hear the cicadas in the background. I'm sorry, I can't control it. That's just nature. But today I wanted to talk to y'all about something. Um, it's about failure. Um, so I know a lot of people are afraid of failure. I'm one of them, but you have to accept that sometimes failure is needed in order for you to succeed. And I've come to that realization, plenty of times. But that doesn't mean that it's easy for me to deal with, if that makes sense. Um, I failed a lot in my life. I'm sure everybody has, but I failed a lot. Um, Not even just talking about school. I'm just talking about just in general. I failed a lot, but sometimes I bounce back. Sometimes I don't because that's just what it is. Sometimes you need the failures in order to succeed, and sometimes you fail, and that's it. You know what I mean? And I just I've been having a lot of stuff going on recently. You know what I mean? Just figuring out like what I'm doing. Um, doing this YouTube stuff, and I got other stuff going on. Obviously I want this to be my number one priority, but it can't be right now because of the situation. Like I'm not where I want to be with this stuff yet. So I can't really make this my number one priority. I got other stuff going on. But this is kind of a message to y'all, just saying like when people say don't be afraid to fail, that's easier said than done. I feel like it's better to say that you can be afraid to fail, but just realize what comes next. Fear is one of those things that we have. It's an instinct that we have that will probably never go away. You know what I mean? Depending on your circumstance or whatever. Fear is needed. It helps you in situations. It helps you to get out of situations. You know. So yeah, it's definitely needed, especially with failure. I feel like a lot of people, you know, they put a lot on themselves, me included. And like with failure, they either they're scared about failing for the sake of themselves, or like they're scared of failing and not living up to the standards that they think other people give them. Me personally, I never really had this situation. Like I'm the youngest, so I never really had this like. It never was really in my mindset of like I had to do as good as my older siblings, or I had to do this to make my parents, like me more or whatever. Like I never really had this situation. Every time it was a situation where I was failing, or I felt like I wasn't doing it enough, I was always putting that pressure on myself. And sometimes it was too much pressure that I didn't need, and other times it was needed. It was like, hey, like keep going, like don't let up now. You know what I mean? Um, you have those moments where you really just sit there and just talk to yourself. You just have to like sit down with yourself and ask you, hey, like, what are we doing? Like what is the direction that we're trying to go to? And sometimes you don't have the answer. Sometimes you don't have the answer, and sometimes you do. Sometimes it comes later. Who knows? But you figure it out. Whether it's the easy way or the hard way. And I don't know. I don't know which I don't know which way I'm getting my answer from. If that makes sense. Um, like how you want something to be. You want to have something, but you can't have it right now. And I feel like that's where I'm at right now. I have something that I want, but I can't have it right now, this instant. And I don't know when I'm gonna be able to have it, but hopefully I have it soon. You know. Um, and I was watching. It was a YouTube short, and it was like, oh, it's okay to not have it all figured out. And mind you, like I understand that, and I really do understand that. And I'm young still. Like I'm in my early 20s. Like I'm not even close to being like old. You know what I mean? So I'm still figuring it out because it's just what happens to most people my age. They're figuring it out. And I'll say it is okay to not have it figured out, but at the same time, life moves so fast that it feels like by the time you're in high school, by the time you're in high school, that's the moment where it's like people are still telling you have enough time to be a kid, but they're also telling you like, hey, you need to start thinking about adulthood. So you have that medium. You know what I mean? So you try to balance being still being a kid and turning into adult, and you never know how fast those days are gone until they're gone. You know what I mean? Like it don't even feel like I graduated from high school that long ago. Like but you know that's life though. Life moves on and it moves fast. Nobody beats Father Time, and so you gotta figure out what you want to do pretty early. Not gonna lie, but it's all on circumstance. You probably don't, but at least you gotta work towards something. Um, it's a little different now because a lot of a lot of people see that you can get a lot of money through the media and doing fake stuff. You know, it's a lot easier to make some money right now. Posting other people's content, stuff like that. It's a lot easier now. And the doctor's lawyer situation isn't really as big as it used to be. I've talked about that already, but yeah. The irony of me saying that when I'm doing this. Talked about that too. Just saying like, I don't really care for social media. I know that's ironic. I really don't care for social media. I really do this to help. I guess it's kind of what YouTubers do. I do this to help other people when they not feeling too well. You know what I'm saying? Because it helps me when I'm not feeling too well. So that way I could just be that other creator that people can go to. I'm not that energetic. I have my spurts, but I'm pretty chill. Like I'm not over the top or anything. That's not really my personality. I'm pretty introverted. So yeah, I'm pretty introverted. So that's kind of the lane that I've been giving people. It's like, hey, if you're introverted, you don't really you just on some chill shit, you can just come to my channel. But the thing with that is like I don't care to be the biggest in the world at this. I don't really care. Like if I just had my little support system, my support group, whether that's 100,000 or 1,000,000 or 250,000, like whatever, like it don't even matter. So, but I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. It's okay to, okay, I'll end it with this. It's okay to be afraid of failing. So you're gonna have to do it in order for you to move on in life. But while you're afraid, just be able to have that grasp of what to do next. So, if you're feeling uneasy and you don't know what to do, just sit back and just think and just relax.